We all heard that we need a degree in any field to be successful from our parents, teachers, high school guiding counselor. However, getting a degree in certain majors and professionals are very risky because you'll end up with a massive amount of debt and unemployment after graduating, which is every student's nightmare. Today we're going to talk about 10 majors you should avoid at all costs to avoid massive amount of debt and unemployment. Archaeology is a person who studies human history and prehistory through examining physical remains of body and left unless you're gonna get your master's and PhD in this field and you're gonna follow through that, which is an expensive process. You should definitely avoid this major because you're not gonna get a job by just having your bachelor degree. Performing art. Many people put themselves through a drama school to obtain one of the most expensive degrees that's not a requirement to enter Hollywood. However, if you want to try your acting career, go to Hollywood and show up the audition. You don't really need a performing art degree. It is just waste of money and it's going to put you in a massive amount of debt. Plus, acting is one of the poorest paid industry. Only that 1%, if you're like Tom Cruise, you're going to end up making millions of dollars. So reconsider this, but if you're really passionate about acting, show up the audition. Studying fine art is not necessarily stupid, but in the age of the printers, you don't really need a degree and you don't need to spend that $50,000 to get just a piece of paper with your name on it and that says fine art. You're better off doing freelancing job and actually getting on-job experience, and rather than depending on who likes your art, who doesn't. It's better that you do freelancing and you can still enjoy that passion of fine art, but you don't need to spend that $50,000. So reconsider this and you should definitely avoid this major. Liberal art might be a punching bag for all those dumbest degrees, but liberal art has brought us critical thinking as well as soft skill thinking. But only 2% of employer would hire somebody with a liberal art degree because it lacks other skills and variety of skills that today's workplace need to stay motivated and get the work done. So liberal art might not be the best option at the moment. You can think of STEM, science, engineering, math, and art. Communication degrees applicable to almost any form of communication, media, film, broadcasting, newspaper. At the same time, there's not enough focus in real use of the degree. So plus the media industry declining as more people get their news online and the print industry is dying. You don't need to attend expensive university to have an effective communication. You can still get it, but it is one of the most saturated field, as every student who's not sure what they want to take, they will literally go into communication and then decide what they want to do with their degree. But you should definitely avoid it because it's the most saturated field at the moment. Psychology is hugely popular among students nowadays as mental health issues becoming more mainstream. Increasing numbers of students are enrolled in this major. However, 1.6 million students take this major each year. This might create job shortages. That means there might not be enough job for everybody. And unless you're gonna go on to do your doctorates, like you go on to do your PhD in psychology, it's not worth taking out the amount of debt for the 4-year degree. You'd be in crippling amount of debt, so it's not worth it unless you're gonna do your PhD. Music. You can ask any successful musician how they made it in the music industry. They'll tell you their success came from factors such as luck, hard work, stage experience, as well as the hundreds of hours they spend practicing. One thing they will not say is that they relied on expensive college degree in music. Of course, like you can be a musician, but you don't need to go to college and spend hundreds of dollars and be in debt to become a successful musician. All it takes is hard work. You just work hard and chase your dream in music and it will work out. Artistry is something of an easy target on the list, but there is a compelling reasons why for a high niche subject unfortunately isn't translatable well unless you want to pursue increasingly insecure academic role at university institution. But to get an art history degree, spending upward to $50,000 is not really worth it. To be successful in fashion design, you don't need to attend a four-year university or institution. It is just knowing that if you know people in the industry will be able to help you perfect your skills, and knowing people in the industry is more helpful than a 4-year college degree. As long as you know what you're doing, your design, knowing what people will buy, because fashion changes. Fashion is like in the winter is different, in the fall is different. As long as you know what sells, especially in the e-commerce industry, you'll be able to sell your product directly to a customer. So knowing what people will buy, what is trending, and designing the most unique clothing or any shoes will be helpful to you in helping you succeed in the fashion industry. Culinary art. You don't need to go to university and obtain a 4-year degree to become a chef, as long as you know how to develop flavors that people want, as long as you know how to use heat, acid, and salt. You'll be able to create unlimited amount of flavors for any kind of food that you cook, right? So you just need training. You can attend that by going to a 2-year program and complete an internship out of restaurants and perfect your skills, and that's all you need to be successful as a culinary art.